It's centered. What is up, you guys? I got Esmeralda here coming at you guys with something new, and today's video is going to be a little bit sad. So as you guys can tell in the title, I'm talking about the cons of long distance relationships with a Marine. You guys would know that my boyfriend Dylan is a Marine. He's been doing this for almost a year, and you guys are practically getting the perspective of how it is. So I'm not in my usual spot, which is my vanity. My vanity is actually right over there, but I'm filming on my bed this time because I felt like I should be comforted on the serious topics that I'm going to be talking about today, and my bed is honestly the best comfort. But then once again, whose bed isn't the best comfort? A lot of people are always questioning, like, okay, that's the positive side of dating a Marine, and what are the negatives, the, you know, dark areas that someone doesn't really get to see when, you know, dating someone long distance, especially when they're in the military? Off the top would have to be long distance. You guys are miles and miles apart, and it sucks. It really does, especially not physically being with each other or physically being able to hang out. Yeah, you guys have video calls and phone calls and messaging, but sometimes it's really hard to not being physically able to hold them or cuddle with them or something. So the distance in general is just really, really hard. The second one, which is the most obvious one, is not knowing when you'll see each other again. I know that in the military, they're always changing up plans. They're always changing up stuff all the time. And that is the main one, where you're not really sure when you'll be able to see them again. Sometimes it'll be like 2 years later that you'll be able to see them, maybe 3 years, maybe a year, maybe a couple months. It's just not knowing when you'll see them again is hard as it is, but it's something you really have to go through in order to stay strong. But there are times where people can go visit their significant other. There's some people who can go to the state wherever your significant other is or stationed. For example, mine is stationed in California, and I can go see him if I want to, but obviously it has to be on a weekend where he won't be busy and where I wouldn't be busy. It's just, sometimes it takes a lot of planning ahead in order for you guys to see each other again, but there's going to be times where you don't have sufficient money for the travel and you're going to have to wait and save up. It's just really difficult at times. Now, the third one is what I mentioned earlier, which is missing each other. Missing each other is a lot of things that couples deal with. It's always going to be something that couples deal with. I don't think there's going to be at any point where a couple isn't gonna miss their significant other. I could tell you guys for sure that I miss my boyfriend all the time. I miss him every day, and it sucks not being able to do like little things like go on dates or cuddle with each other or spend the night at each other's places or just nap together in general. Like, you not being able to physically do the things you guys used to do before they leave. Personally, missing my boyfriend has made me a lot more stronger. It's helped me with a lot of things that I can overcome, because I know that even though we're far away from each other, we're under the same blue sky, or if it's nighttime, we're under the same stars. And I know that one day we'll see each other again. Up next would have to be something that you're gonna deal with regardless if you want to or not. And it's hard to deal with sometimes, but it's overthinking. Yeah, there's communication and there's a lot of things that you could do in order for you to feel at ease, reassured, but sometimes you don't really want to be a burden. In my perspective, I have overthought a lot. I know my boyfriend has overthought a lot. We've opened up to each other because we're like, hey, we can't keep doing that where we overthink and don't talk it out. I'm a big overthinker, and I know that my boyfriend's a big overthinker too. There's gonna be days where we're overthinking and we won't tell each other sometimes we don't even want to tell each other because we don't want the other person to feel bad or make them feel like it's their fault or our fault that they feel bad. And it sucks that, you know, those negative thoughts know how to like creep in out of the blue when you really don't want them to. I can give you an example on what I've overthought, and I'm pretty sure that everyone overthinks this, even if they are in a long distance relationship or they're living with their significant other. It's the thought of him meeting someone new. He's told me multiple times that, you know, that's not gonna happen. But the constant fear of someone that I'm so deeply in love with being with someone else. It honestly sucks, and it haunts my mind a lot. But I mean, I trust him, and he's proven to me multiple times that he's loyal to me. Another example that I can give you, but this is not from my perspective, this is actually from my boyfriend's perspective, is cheating or getting tired of waiting. I know that there are plenty of people, especially in the military, that have significant others who have cheated on them and left them because they're tired of waiting. And I have to reassure him that I'm not tired of waiting. Like, I'm being brutally honest here. I will wait for him as long as it takes because I don't want anyone else. I'm deeply in love with him. But yeah, there's the overthinking of cheating, of meeting new people, of someone else having your significant other. It's just a constant fear, mostly. I hope you guys aren't taking this as a way as I'm like not happy with him because I'm the distance. I actually am really happy with him. We actually do a lot of stuff together now that I think about it. But this is just like struggles that you're gonna have to put up with if you really want things to work. Now the next thing is, I know that this one no couple likes hearing, no anything. I promise you that I don't even like hearing this for myself, but it's always debations, right? What I mean by that, there's always debates on a lot of things, and the one that scares everyone the most, that it's going to scare you regardless if you want it to or not, would have to be debating on being together. This topic, I'm not gonna lie, I might tear up a bit, but it's fine. There's always going to be times where you feel like you're holding each other back from experiencing new things. But you gotta understand that that's not the case. Communication, guys, is always key. And I know that sometimes communication scares a lot of people, but we have to confront it sooner or later. Now, this one, I'm pretty sure some of you guys understand and some of you guys don't. But it's not knowing how to express your feelings. Personally, I know how to express my feelings through words and through actions. And my boyfriend doesn't know how to express his feelings through words. He's more of actions instead of words. Now, what I really mean by not knowing how to express yourself, like express your feelings, is I mean you can't really express it through a phone. Yeah, it's cool to sometimes be able to video call your significant other, but that's not the case. Sometimes it just doesn't work that way. People prefer like a person-on-person thing, a face-to-face thing, instead of it being through like, you know, video call or text messages or even a phone call. I know that my boyfriend doesn't know how to express his feelings through texting or through phone calls. He prefers to do it in person. So do I. Preferably, I do prefer to do it in person, but I also know how to use my words to express my feelings. And people really need to be patient with that part, because a lot of people will think, well, hey, like you're not expressing your feelings towards me, or like you're not showing enough love. You know, these are just examples. And it's frustrating for them because they know how to express it in person and not through message. You guys just have to be patient. I know that's like really hard for a lot of people to do, but patience is always key. I know the struggle. Trust me, I know the struggle of not being able to see them or be with them consistently as you used to. But I mean, that's how the world works. That's how life changes out of the blue. It's better to be able to call him or her than to not be able to hear their voice or see them at all. You always got to see the positive side of things. And I know that these are like the most cliche answers that you guys expected. And I know it sounds cliche, but these are literally daily struggles that a long distance relationship has to go with. My piece of advice for everyone is, just stay loyal to each other. Like, you can be strong. You guys can make each other strong instead of breaking each other down. I know that me and my boyfriend have struggles all the time, and that's okay. That's part of being in a relationship. That's part of doing what we do because we are in love with each other, and I know that we can make each other stronger. So yeah, I hope this video educated you guys a little bit more on the pros and cons of dating military people. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button for more future videos, and let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this in the future. Let me know if you guys want to see a part 2 of pros and cons of dating a Marine, and what are some things that I learned from being with my boyfriend. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. I'd really appreciate it if you guys give me ideas. So yeah, anyways, I love you guys very, very much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay weird, weirdos. Bye.